Good morning everybody, even though it might not be good morning where you are, and it isn't definitely good morning where I am. It will be good morning somewhere else, however. And for you, good morning. And for the others like myself, hope you've all had a lovely day, got up to your usual antics, or even, well, done something interesting, something different. I certainly have today. For example, I picked up Pokemon White 2, the newest of the Pokemon series, I believe. Well, when X and Y comes out, it won't be coming out this year. Excited, first 3D Pokemon. Oh, but anyway, apart from that, I did find it a little funny that the first person I encountered, the usual Professor Oak, and this horse is being a bloody pain in the ass, isn't it? Right, come back here, horse. Right, as I was saying, the first the first person you come across usually in a Pokemon game is Professor Oak. Well, as I usually know, since I've only played the first 3 generations. After 2004 I kind of had a break, until now really. But I came across the Professor, which some of you may know to be Professor Juniper, a woman, surprisingly. And well, I kind of thought her name was Jumper for the first half an hour. Yet I found that a little odd, so I decided to read a bit more closely, and it was Juniper. But I just found it amusing how I got confused with Jumper. What kind of bloody professor would be called Professor Jumper? It's not like the film Jumper where you jump places. Well, could be. But you get the idea. I found it quite amusing. And except for that, there's not really been much except for the usual in my day. I have figured out how to do this part, however. And, well, if you saw my last episode, I just decided to do a little, well, not montage, I decided to delete most of my footage and just shove Wobbuffet in there. Because Wobbuffet should be synonymous with failure. Because, hell, it's Wobbuffet. Pokemon, if you saw the anime, the earlier ones I think, you'll notice that Wobbuffet sucks ass, most of the time, at least. But I now have figured it out. So, if you remember me riding past the guy who just looked like he was hunting, well, had killed a deer by the looks of things, I used to leave alone. However, I had to kill him, since I would get up to this part, well, around this part, and usually fail. But since I killed him, I have discovered this can happen. And well, look. As you can see, we've done it correctly. Oh, restricted area. Oh well, you know what? Let's have a big old fight, shall we? What? Oh dear. Well, apparently I said we had done this part, but I guess they didn't want me to get past, so of course we failed. Hopefully 50th time the charm? 50th times the charm? Can't be timed. Times the charm? Well, we'll soon find out. I still can't get used to this horse mechanic. It's better, well, Clop would be... Okay, horse, come on, stop taking the piss now. Clop would be easier to play than this. Is that how you... Well, is it Clop? I can't even remember the game anymore. It's quite a long time ago since I played that. It's free PC game, I believe, where you control a horse's legs. That sounds a bit odd. Why would you control a horse's legs? Well, in Clop, you had to control each individual leg with a certain button on your keyboard. I believe it was W, A, S, and D, as usual. I can't remember. Once again, struggling to talk. My throat is... I don't really know what's going on with my throat. I don't do anything to harm my throat, so to say. I don't sing, I don't smoke, or anything on those lines. So, I wonder... It could just be that I generally have a bad throat. I could do some exercises, maybe. I don't know. But I guess that would help commentary, for commentary purposes as well. Might be something that I'll look into. Or, I don't know. It's just a bit odd. And the horse is turned against me. I knew this time would come. The horse demands my death for failing every bloody time. Come on. Ah, there was no need to punch me in the... Right, horse. I'm trying to do something here. And of course I'm not going to do this easy, am I? Oh, that was pretty damn easy. Why does Connor feel the need to always stab somebody in the groin? Second time in the groin. Every time we go into a battle, it seems that his finishing moves end up with an axe to the groin. Well, it's his only weapon, but still. Or does he? He has a knife, I think, at points, but it seems that the axe is his primary weapon of choice. I guess with the Native American ancestry, it makes sense. Being brought up in a Native American family. Well, I should say just by his mother. He obviously got left by his father at birth. I don't know, it's never really explained that, has it? It just skipped through that time period when Haim was a boy up till the point his mother got violently oh dear, it's not a good day, is it? Violently burnt to death. Wasn't a pleasant moment, and it must have been quite the gruesome death, but of course we didn't see her perish. Well, we did, kind of, but not fully. Fully perished. Can you be half perished? Well, I guess so, if you're not fully perished. It's a bit of an odd one. But, in fact, goats, not goat, it's a deer, for God's sake. How can you have a goat in a forest? Well, can you have a goat in a forest? Goats are usually farm flock, I'd say, farming animals. Oh, so you're, okay, they do know that there's an attack. I was about to say, are they just lounging about, having their usual cups of tea, as Native Americans usually do? Well, that's not really Native American, though. Let's see what this old guy has to say, though. Oh, old woman. That would make a bit more sense if I remembered back to the time we were last in this village. Okay, so you wished, so you're translating Native American into English through subtitles, but you won't just say Connor. You have to give him his proper Indian name. I guess to a point I understand, but still interesting. And I guess myself talking over this means nothing unless you can speak Native American. I'm not too sure how accurate this is to normal Native American speech. I guess it's got to be on the lines of it. But oh well. Ah, we did it. So what now? How are we going to prevent this attack? Are we going to talk to them? Are we going to be the Pope going out to... Was it the Huns of other Vandals? I guess that's a historical moment which doesn't have really any relevance to this, but oh well. And I'm guessing Kanyankaka is... Oh, what? We're killing Native Americans now? Really? Oh, okay. Of course, we're just knocking them out. Why are we doing such a thing? Why don't you just let them kill the Americans, Connor? Come on. It's not like they're not just going to let this village not burn. Well, they're intending to burn it. I bet... Oh dear. This isn't going to end well, is it? Oh, come on, Connor. Stop taking the piss. And I've got a feeling I'm not going to be able to do this first time, am I now? Oh, that was very casual. All these finishers seem to be very casual. Casually finished. Well, what could you No, that's... No, I'm not going to mention that one. It would seem a bit out of place for this moment. You probably won't know what I was thinking about, but trust me, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. Ah, dear. Nothing of much relevance to this once again, but I guess it's something to talk about. I've currently been watching some Breaking NTS. If any of you, I guess most of you from, well, not from, for those of you who watch Coalition Hybrids videos will probably have heard of this guy before. Nintendo Capri Sun, mostly does Nintendo games. I've been watching his vlogs, very interesting. He's very himself, and a very, well to me, he's almost, well, not to myself, but to Ryan, inspirational. And I agree, he's a very good, upfront guy. He's, well, not good, he's very nice, he's good at Let's Plays, of course, that's his channel. And oh dear, it looks like there's, I'll just say it, Nintendo Capri Sun's an amazing guy. And I would have to agree with that statement, even though I just made it, so of course I bloody agree with it. What am I talking about? Let's get on with this guy. This guy seems a right bastard, and I'm guessing this is going to be a quick time event. Of course. Oh, I kind of pressed the wrong button, so I was expecting failure, but apparently not. That was a little easy. Usually when you get a quick time event, you would have added more buttons, wouldn't you? Please let this be the time where we can finally kill Charles, the bloody traitorous bum. That's quite a lot of blood for just a simple stab. It looks almost leopard print. I've not had the time to rub my fingers all over his face like... Oh dear. I apologise if there was a random noise then. I just accidentally whacked my microphone. Whacked? Well, I didn't whack in the terms of kill my microphone, of course, because you wouldn't be hearing me talk right now. I just tapped it. Tap, tappity tap tap. That was quite a sad moment. Maybe I should have paid a little more attention. But oh well. Doesn't really matter now, does it? I can't remember him. Unless that was the guy... Broken Trust. Unless that was the guy we... grew up with. But let's have a look at his body. Can we loot him? Of course we can. Go on, Connor. Betray your best friend and loot his body. Oh, what? We can't... Oh. That's a shame. We don't have any money. You would have thought we could have looted. So with time, I actually decide to loot somebody's body, even though I'm desperately out of cash. I can't loot somebody. That's bloody brilliant. Can we teleport? We may as well see if we can. And of course we can. But apparently we can't teleport. God. Frickin' damn it. This is going to be a long walk.